Hey y'all, my name is Andrew Bernal, and today I'm going to be talking about neck stretching. Okay, so neck stretching is a form of body modification. And to talk about body modification is anything um, that has to do with the altering of our physical appearance. So this means that it can be earrings, piercings, tattoos, scarrings, and so many more things. It truly has no limits and no boundaries. So today I want to talk to you about neck stretching, which is a form of body modification. Neck stretching is a form of body modification that women of the Padang tribe choose to do to themselves. They choose to physically alter their body. So I'm going to talk to you about the origins of neck stretching as it pertains to the Padang tribe, what it is, what it means to the native cultures, such as the Padang tribe, and how neck stretching is viewed by our culture, what communication elements, the disconnect that we have, and how we can alter our communication to better understand neck stretching, especially as outsiders looking in, because we don't really understand what neck stretching is because it's so foreign to us. So I'm going to talk to you about, basically what neck stretching is, a little bit about it, what it means to the Padang tribe, and how it pertains to communication. Okay, so it is believed that neck stretching started in Southeast Asia, dating all the way back to the 11th century. However, no one really understands why neck stretching began. Now, there's a few common theories that I'm going to talk about, which, most people tend to believe is the true meaning behind why neck stretching began. So, a common theory is that villagers in Southeast Asia began to wear brass rings around their necks in order to protect themselves against possible tiger attacks. Because, as we all know, tigers are ambush predators and they tend to go for the neck of their prey. It's also believed that neck stretching started in order to protect women from being taken by rival tribes in Southeast Asia. They believed that the brass rings around their necks would make them less appealing to look at, therefore, rival tribes wouldn't want to steal their women. However, today we understand the meaning of why neck stretching continues to be a thing amongst tribes. So, what we understand today is that neck stretching continues because it means so much more than just, wearing them for protection or, to prevent themselves from being stolen. Neck stretching has become such a great tradition, which has started to be passed down through centuries, and it is considered to be a beautiful and elegant look that women have, such as women of the Padang tribe, who started off in Southeast Asia. Now I'm going to discuss what neck stretching means to women of the Padang tribe. So, to women of the Padang tribe, neck stretching means so much to them than just a physical look, okay? But, to talk about what neck stretching is, we need to understand that neck stretching is brass coils that go around the necks of women in the Padang tribe. And this creates a form of optical illusion, which makes it seem like these women have elongated necks, like their necks are growing. What actually is happening is the neck coils around their neck push down on the collarbone and rib cage, which creates the appearance of having a longer neck. So the neck itself isn't being stretched. It's, the collarbone and rib cage being suppressed and being pushed down. And this starts from an extremely young age, when the bones are very flexible with kids. So that's why neck stretching starts, when these women are babies. So it's something that they grow up with and that they've gotten used to. But neck stretching is extremely important to women of the Padang tribe because this defines who these women are and all that they stand for. It represents tradition and culture that has been passed down through thousands of years. And this is a body modification that the Padang tribe take extremely serious because it represents a strong woman who values culture. Now I'm going to talk about how neck stretching is viewed by our culture. So, our culture tends to view neck stretching as extreme and in some ways a form of torture. The reason our culture feels this strong about neck stretching is because it becomes a permanent body modification that can have negative health effects. Because if you think about it, it's not really good nor recommended for people to have their collarbones lowered and their rib cage to be shrunk, because just imagine how difficult that can become to breathe and do physical activities, which is why, it's frowned upon in our culture. But from a young age, girls, a part of the Padang tribe, have brass coils around their necks, which can be extremely painful. And like I said, the neck coils push down on their shoulders and chest and causes the rib cages to cave in. The body is permanently changed and the bone structures will never be the same, which is ultimately why our culture frowns upon it, just because not that it's not a beautiful tradition, but it's more so of the negative health effects that it has connected to it. Okay, so to finish up, I'm going to talk about what communication elements cause the disconnect and how we can alter our communication to better understand body modifications. So I think it's important for us to understand and learn about different cultures that choose to express themselves in various forms of body modification. I think the biggest problem that causes disconnect is not having true understanding and not being open as far as communication. There is a lack of communication, therefore, a lack of knowledge and understanding. We need to understand that every culture is unique and believes in different forms of body modification, such as neck stretching, because neck stretching is ultimately a rank of honor and respect from within. And that's something that we as outsiders just don't understand. It's important for us to understand that we need to respect body modifications because it tells a story about people and their culture. We should not judge because people are different from us. We should seek to understand and learn from them. By us being willing and able to learn different body modifications, we allow ourselves to educate not only ourselves, but to educate others and to become culturally aware of diverse things. Ultimately, I think when it comes down to it, we just need to be able and willing to want to learn to understand about different body modifications and, not be afraid to ask questions because, I think it can be kind of intimidating to walk up to someone who you've never seen before in your life and see a whole bunch of brass coils around their necks, and them having an elongated neck illusion. That can be intimidating and that can make you question a lot of things like, is this person okay to talk to? Are they safe? Are they in danger? Are they okay? But I think, being able to ask simple questions like, hey, what are those? What's the meaning behind it? How does it make you feel? I think asking questions like that and being willing to communicate and have open communication really can go a long way. And I think we need to do more of that as a society when it comes to becoming culturally aware of diverse body modifications. Body modifications that we normally don't see because, we see a lot of tattoos and piercings in our culture. But if we were to go to another country and see neck stretching and, other body modifications that we may see as extreme, we wouldn't understand it and we'd be kind of intimidated. So that's why I think it's just important to understand and be willing to learn. But yes, that's about it. Thank you for listening to the presentation over neck stretching. I hope you guys learned a lot from it.